This is real. This is a robbery. Step away from your kids.
Seems like he's in a movie robbing bank after there was
Hollywood. Pretty fitting, especially.
You want to open the vault? Or do you want me to do it?
He'd been sick.
Went up against because he was a true professional.
He humiliated them.
When he
here, read straight from a movie script.
He wears heavy makeup.
They could not figure out who this guy was, and
familiar with security practices. He knew after I became the supervisor of our task force on Hollywood.
He's number. I think he was enjoying what he did.
To head up the Seattle police response to it.
My partner at the time summed it up.
Don't necessarily agree with 100%, but the brain part I would agree with.
As one of the first women agents in the. Not only was I in this badass, the guys called me Agent Mom.
a city in major transition, Microsoft, and then all the companies that came around Microsoft of money that came into Seattle. You could find a bank in the grocery store, you could find a bank
It's going to get robbed.
3 men ran into the U.S. branch.
but we did a lot of them.
Let's go to Deborah Horn, who's at the scene.
well known around the country. We had Nirvana.
To their communities.
The whole grunge thing, anti-establishment for all the right reasons. They hated all the oppression.
Seattle since June of 1992.
Wow, he's pretty.
A bunch of disguises who was robbing banks. Talk about Robin Hood.
It's kind of legendary in terms of bank robbers.
Let's go. Yeah, that's a little easier said than done, man. Go up top. Yeah. Down there. 6 stories. 58. I don't know. 3 or 4.
Amazing place. A place you could go to get out.
He was stripped naked, except his tool belt. Furniture, like you would in a normal house. Outdoor experience.
House. There was a huge oven range.
He said he'd hired me to come out and build his house, and I said it was insanely dangerous, all of it. He was safe, it was his harbor, it was...
The deck extends off the rimming off.
What's going on, mate?
I like just life. I think it will be a watch it.
We clicked right away when we first...
He and Scott went to Evergreen College together.
It wasn't like people taking crazy drugs and drink. Tight community.
Fate just threw...
Mark is just a really tender, so I think Scotty really helped him.
Move in with me.
Mark Biggins was the bond between him and Scott. Biggins could drink Scott.
Just a treehouse for many years. So did my daughter. On this property here, can we go see it and own? Even though it's been quoted in many places.
Controlled, and he wanted to be free. He was an adrenaline.
So he's gonna do approximately... It's gonna fall.
And wanted new things and new experiences.
Track. Delving into areas not good for my spiritual. I understand, but do not change course.
When I first met him, he was aspiring a lot of money.
No. He would at nighttime go up through the...
Show your face here again. That was not who he was, and he knew that.
His product was so absolutely pure.
Some of the finest substance, the crystal meth, was very moderate and controlled.
Barn on it, and so I went out there to renovate the barn. The only times they met were in the forest, transferring...
The meth world. The captain, that was dollar bills. Scott and I would sit and count it out.
And he was murdered in his sleep.
Crystal meth was his...
At that time in the 90s, Point Break was one of the...
Scott was down on banks and insurance companies.
Find a way to beat his fearlessness toward life, whether it was robbing banks or...
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and please don't forget...
We were just talking about it, kicking the idea around.
Okay, he called him boss. Okay, boss.
A friend of mine, our plan was to wait for a...
Rock and roll!
I was so freaked out. It's like...
Scott turns around and says, everybody stand up, stand.
It was down when I walked into the bank. Everything was in slow motion. Finally, sir, can I have your car keys? And they put it in reverse, let's get out of here. To point B, we had a backup. And there's my friend parked where, and I started thinking about all the possible clues we might. When I sat up and said, I am never doing that.
Got real scared and drove off to Montana. He could handle the banks himself as long as everything artistic. I had worked in sculpture. Every last penny they have in a bank, that's no problem for Vince. He said, man, this is the easiest thing. There's no school of training for bank robberies. Finding the perfect bank was a moment of exhilaration. Sit on the street, close enough that I could observe it. If it was summer, I would have my... And as we did, there was a very consistent patrol to hit the banks. You can't get a jump on a bank going in with... He wore dare caps for 2 reasons. The first thing people... My hopes and dreams are lying on the ground. Fuck is this? I could look at it and...
Changing rapidly in this stage of my life.
The important thing in taking down a bank is that... So people would avoid looking... Nobody in their right mind in the radio, and that was it. There was never... And the beauty of all of this was creating, which was the money. We didn't talk. I go, man, this is ridiculous. Who wants to go to prison?
I thought, shit, this is like shooting fish in a pond. And it became very addictive. When a suspect gets on top of the counter and dances around and, hey, what are we doing wrong here?
For the vault, or I don't do it anymore. I don't want to be messed up. A young woman, I've never quite met a woman like her. All of the bank protocol for teller stations, for the... Learn from the protocol what to say. Come on.
Who's the vault?
He'll deal with the vault at the same time. He wants them to be calm. Go over there, just... We drove in the back of the studio, and I said, how'd you do? And I go, oh, man.
Working bank robberies. I'm trying to recall. I can't think of anyone else. The big picture together. I think Hollywood vaults. Doing vault robberies on your own. And at that point in time, his level is what? It was, who is Hollywood? Who is Hollywood?
Parents were totally in awe of the treehouse because my dad edifices ever. So they were in awe of... My father was a minister, a very well-loved young age. We were going to prove to everybody that we're not...
There were showroom houses. We did not learn to pick locks to steal anything.
Years. He became more and more and more secretive. You knew wasn't quite right, or he would leave something out. 16 was that he and this friend, that was a big break for my father because he grew the behavior that we had as kids or adults.
Was the opening of a new world for us. We would make sure we hired a person, either a woman. He would go purchase the car, drive it to me, and I would then put that in the back seat. Tried to make it all.
Only 2 occasions I did was gonna do. There was no hesitation on my part to help Scott.
You're gonna come right back and do the same thing again within a few days. Ultraviolet lights, any money that looked like it might, all of the equipment, and military canisters. Scott did a lot, the same amount of money on both teams that are playing, team, which is 5%. We weren't.
Wildest experiences have happened while I'm alone.
Grower.
Money to these environmentalists. And I said, why do you do that?
Acquired the money, and then also the way he dispersed it.
Yeah, he helped people. They needed something, and he
stole it. You took it, spend it freely, and then go get more.
It wasn't like that. He helped people that he knew if he needed something. Always turn out the way you want it to turn out. Dispatch called, and I had to call him out.
For a couple minutes, just absorbing that. Owners, through that, we were able to develop composite.
Who suggested that he might be a police officer.
Police officer.
Sean Johnson had the belief that Hollywood...
More dangerous. We wanted to get...
Hollywood. He's #1 on the...
dramatically when the FBI came out with this nickname. Well, was this Hollywood again?
FBI agent Sean John.
You didn't usually see an FBI agent walking in. Clue that they had no clue.
Maybe.
Most suspects follow their media.
Out there knows who this man is. We need your help.
His nickname.
Saying it or acknowledging it, but I know his personality. And then we would just do the opposite. Get into the van and just stay there, and I'll go to a restaurant. He had a van, and we had it retrofitted to be big. I just had a dream last night. We're gonna have... There was like 4 or 5 cop cars out there.
Is this guy some kind of a ghost?
It was in the van, was the condensation from his breathing. Came out of the wine shop, they had all gone, and...
Person was...
What everyone seems to remember about this guy is
he will turn violent before he's caught.
I think
he got more desperate sometimes, so he was willing to use weapons.
It was unlike any robbery that...
Bank robbery is not a victimless crime. These take a toll on human beings.
Everyone to freeze, and everyone froze. It doesn't ever leave you, ever.